Hi, I'm Joey Stevens. I'm part of the 2020 Team Disc Store, and I thought I would give you the home quarantine in the bag. We're all waiting to play tournaments through this pandemic to get through. So this is where I practice. I have two nice baskets. This is the Grow the Sport basket. You can find it on Disc Store's website. Nice 27 chains. And this one right here is the Grow the Sport Lite. The chains are a little bit lighter, but they catch really well. So they're perfect for backyard courses and putting practices and things like that. If you're interested in one of those, I have a link in the description below so you can check those out. Also, Disc Store offers what's called the Discmember Box. I throw quite a few discs that I receive in it each monthly. You get discs, you get swag like this dude hat, U-Disc shirt, dry fit shirt, all the time each month. It's $25. Also, a link will be in the description below so you can check that out. If you're interested, contact me. I can even get you a $10 gift card. So let me know on that. But you'll see these discs. I love non-stock stamp discs, so I love decorative discs and things like that. So always have a really cool design on them, so you want to check those out. But let's see what I'm bagging. With the putting putters, I'm making a switch. I've been putting judges for a while. I had a pair of soft judges at an early run that I really liked, but they just got too beat up, and I can't find a run that I like anymore in those. So I have big hands, so I've switched to these Discmania Links. I really like them because they're a little bit thicker than a judge, but still have that nice bead. I put them in the soft plastic and just really like these. Funny story, I had these really nice blue ones picked out, but my daughters thought I should throw pink, so I put pink putters. My approach ones, this is a judge. I love to just throw this on up shots or just straight shots. It goes really well. I really like this one off a tee because it has a lot of glide. It's a soft one, and it just looks really cool because it's got like 5 Emax on that. Next up is the Page Pierce Fierce. This is real new to the bag, just got it. But man, this thing just goes dead straight when you pop it up on a hyzer. But if I want a turnover shot, if I don't think my forehand can get the right angle, I trust this one. But probably the throwing putter that I throw the most is a Link, but this is in the Lux plastic. It's really nice. I got it for Discmember. It's an ace disc. I've thrown a hole-in-one with this one. And some people say there's a resemblance. Maybe this is a signature stamp, I don't know. Hopefully not, but I just love this disc. It holds whatever angle I put it on. For a stable putter, I like the stabilizer. This is in the medium plastic. I got this whenever I ran the winter circuit and just absolutely loved it. Didn't think I was going to like it as much as I do, but if I have a headwind, this thing goes straight but will finish to the left on a backhand. And this is my headwind putting disc. I just love it. It just feels perfect. And I like this one a lot. Approach disc. Shout out to Lance Brown. I bought this off of him. This is a Prodigy A3, and I like this a lot. It's a really cool stamp. Again, I love cool stamps, and here's this. And I throw this off the tee quite often. If I need a hyzer shot that I think is I don't need a mid-range, I go for this one every time. It's real controllable in the wind, and it's super beefy. It goes real good on a forehand too. Nice flat profile there. I really like this disc a lot. Moving on to mid-ranges. I carry a lot of mid-ranges, not as many fairway drivers. I like mid-ranges a lot because I can throw them farther, so I find that I don't need as many fairways because I can get on some of these fairways. The first one's overstable. This actually kicked the Justice out of my bag. This is the Axiom Pyro. Again, I played the Circuit Challenge last year. Had no intention of ever bagging this disc, but I just absolutely loved it because it has just a little bit more glide than a Justice, and I needed that. I like that. It still holds up really well in the wind. I just feel like I'm more accurate with it. And then the rest of my mid-ranges come from the Buzz lineup. We'll start understable. Buzz SS, man, I love this. It goes straight. It's not super understable, so you can throw it hard and it's just not going to turn and burn, but it just gives a really great flight pattern to it. And then I carry multiple buzzes and multiple plastics, just depends on the day and the wind and the weather. But I do like the Big Z Buzz. because the Big Z Buzz, I feel like, goes a little bit further for me and just glides a little bit extra. Sweet Yoda Buzz here in the ESP plastic. This is my main go-to one. If I want to do a straight shot, if I want to be super aggressive, I reach for this Buzz right here because, I mean, it's the wise choice. If sometimes I circle that one in, exchange that one in out of the bag with this. This is a TI Buzz, one of the early runs. Thanks to my friend Ben for giving me this one. It's just really nice. One of the 3-time Nate Dawes, just super nice. And this one goes very, very straight. So interchange those 3 buzzes most of the time in the bag. Whatever day it is, I usually throw those, depending upon the day. And for overstable shots like the Buzz OS, the Big Z plastic I like a lot because this one's more glidey. So if I wanted to kind of hold and go a little bit further, or I'm shaping a shot that I really want to finish the left, this one right here. And this one is a great forehand disc too. I feel like I'm more accurate with this one. My forehand isn't as strong as my backhand, so this one seems more controllable. I like this. And this is just my ESP Buzz OS. It's just beefy, and it's just everything I want it to be on an overstable mid-range shot. I love this disc. I'm very accurate with it. Now going to fairways, like I said, I don't carry very many fairways, but one of my favorite discs is a fairway, and I actually throw it probably more than most discs, and that's the Raptor. This is a first run Z Raptor. I like this one, and I also have a crystal Raptor that I got in my Discmember box. I have 2 aces with this disc in just a few months that I've had it in the bag. I just love it for just throwing it flat and knowing it's going to finish to the left on backhands, and this is my main forehand disc. I just absolutely love the Raptor. I throw these probably off the tee just about as much as any other discs. I love these. Another fairway that I have is, I mean, everyone's got to carry these, right? This is the Sexton Firebird. This is the 2020 Firebird. I like it. You would think that there'd be some overlap in between the Raptor and the Firebird, but how these 2 discs finish is completely different. Yes, they're overstable fairways. I throw this on a forehand, throw it backhand, but it honestly, it has a glide of like a putter. It just keeps finishing forward, whether my Raptors will turn harder to the left. And so if I think it's a longer shot, I don't reach for the Raptor, I reach for my Firebird here. It's a great disc. Understable on that side, I like my Insanity. This disc goes like super far. So if I have a tailwind shot, like every time I reach for this. I like this a lot. I can get it out there almost just as far, if not sometimes farther than some of my distance drivers. Shaping in the woods, really like this disc too. Great disc. And my last one, fairway, I like this one a lot. It's a Metal Flake T-Bird 3. This is the Macbeth edition, so it's 2018. A T-Bird 3. I like the bend shots with this. Again, if I'm in the woods and I need it to go a backhand to go a little bit to the right and then finish hard left, I really like this disc. I throw this off the tee. If I don't need as stable as a Raptor or a Firebird, this right here, because it holds a straight line longer than those do. All right, on to drivers. I'll start with my understable. This is real new. A friend gave me this, and it is probably the most understable disc I've ever thrown. It is a Blizzard Wraith, and I thought there's no way I would ever bag that or ever like this disc. But man, on windy days, on a tailwind, this thing goes so far. If I need a shot that's going to be far and I don't feel like I can get my forehand out there all the way and finish to the right, I throw a backhand on this, and I absolutely love it, and it goes super far. Another, not as understable, but this is the Plasma Mayhem, and my friend Ben also gave me this. Shout out to Ben again. He just threw it a couple times and thought, you know what, I'll give this to Joey. He'll probably really like it, and I do really like it. Just really far distance. I can pop it up and it'll go flat. If I throw it flat, it just goes over far to the right, but it eventually will come back. Just really, really like this disc a lot. And there's certain holes that when I know I'm going up the course, I'm like, man, I'm gonna throw the Mayhem off the tee on that, and I'm gonna be super aggressive. I like that. The next disc, my next just max distance drivers. I don't carry multiple the same mold just because, I mean, I like plastic. I like trading plastic, I like buying plastic. I just love discs, and so these are just ones that I've just tried out, and they have all just found a home in my bag, and I just really like them. Specifically this one, this is a Dynamic Discs Defender, and as you can tell, this one is like super beat up. This is in the Biofusion plastic. It's been in my bag for over 3 years. Not just owning it for 3 years, but it has never come out of my bag. It started off as just like a meat hook driver, and I would use it for headwinds. And it just I could push it just a little bit past 300 feet, and that was it. Now it's just beat up, it's gummy, and I just absolutely love it because it now just goes super far. It'll go to the right on me on backhands now. When I first got it, it basically was my forehand driver that I would flex over and get max distance, and I still throw it on a forehand. A lot of times if I'm like need to do a standstill, or if I'm in trouble and need to scramble and need to throw a flick, I just reach for this because I've thrown so many good shots with it that I just trust it a lot. If I were to do like a challenge and I could only have like 2 or 3 discs, I would absolutely grab this one. I love it. Super max distance though. I got a first run Zeus here. It gets me full flex, gets a nice S curve with it, forehand, backhand, it just goes far. I just love it. I can't wait to just take it out this year to tournaments and just be really aggressive with it, and hopefully I don't lose it, because usually when I get really aggressive with discs, they like to find water. So let's see if I can hang on this one for a while. If I lose that one, this one's beat up enough. This is a DD3. This one started off very stable, but now it's beat in perfectly. And so those 2 discs are basically interchangeable. If I lost one, I would just feel just as comfortable throwing these 2 in and out of the bag here, or same type of shots. Really like this one too. And as you can tell, I think if I stood up to water though, I would be more likely to throw this one. Hopefully don't let it hear it, but this is the one that I wouldn't mind as much losing as this one. And for my super max distance that I want to get all the way out there, but I need to still have it finished to the left, this is a Ballista Pro. This is in the recycled plastic. I got this a couple years ago in my Discmember box, and it hasn't come out of the bag either. It's beat in very nice, but it's still stable, and it still gets me the flight that I want. And I just like this thing because I push it well past 400, and this is my go-to big bomber disc. And then finally, this is my my Force. This is in the ESP plastic. This is last year's Austin Hannon stamp and Tour Series. It just looks super good. Man, this disc is beefy. If I have a headwind shot and I need to throw distance, I throw this because it'll go to the right in a headwind. But if not, if I throw this thing flat and if there's no wind at all, that thing is just going to ride straight for a little bit and it's just going to dump off. But man, I really like it for forehands, flex forehands, force it over and let it come back. Just a great disc there. Really enjoying it, and hopefully don't have too many strong windy days, but if I have it, I know I got it. Alright guys, that's my in the bag. Let me know what you think, what discs you think maybe I should kick out of the bag or try a new disc. Let me know some feedback on this. Don't forget, check the descriptions. You can check out Discmember.com to get that subscription box. You can also go to discstore.com and check out the 2 baskets that were featured in my video, and we'll see you guys out on the course.